Silent Hill was released for the PlayStation back in 1999 and changed the idea of what a horror game could be. Critics loved it, and more importantly, gamers loved it. They loved it so much in fact that the series went on to sell 9 million copies. This was a game that wasn't action-packed and didn't rely on jump scares to frighten you. It allowed you to be frightened by the unknown, what lies ahead, what's a few steps away in the fog, what the hell was that noise, and what's going to happen next. I remember being terrified of this game when I was a little punk kid. Now it's terrifying to me for a whole new reason. It's just plain unsettling, and the only thing that comes close to it by today's standards is, you guessed it, PT. No surprises there then. So let's be brave together and dig in to find out a bit about the game and a few cool facts too. The game was meant to be Konami's answer to Resident Evil. Instead, the developers had nothing to lose, so they set about making a game that would stand the test of time. I'd say they succeeded in that regard. Here I am in 2022 making a stupid little video about it. The game was developed by Team Silent. This team was made up of Konami staff that were seen as the black sheep of the company. They had separately failed on other projects and wanted to leave the company, but instead of letting them go, Konami decided to group them together as a kind of shit Avengers supergroup, if every member was Hawkeye of course. The first Silent Hill was directed by Keiichiro Toyama. This would be the only Silent Hill game he worked on, as he left Konami soon after and he created the Siren series. The CGI creator of Silent Hill 1 and 2 had a very, let's say, interesting time in the development of the game. Takayoshi Sato designed the game's characters. At first, he wasn't credited for his work as he did not have as much respect inside Konami as older employees did. Sato went to the company's higher-ups with a demo movie he had rendered and threatened to withhold his technical knowledge from other staff members if he was not allowed to do the 3D work. Konami gave in and allowed him to do it. Instead of using illustrations, he came up with the character designs while creating their computer-generated models. Although Sato was responsible for the game's cinematics and characters, his superior still didn't want to give him credit for his work and was going to assign a visual supervisor to him. To stop this from happening, Sato offered to create the full motion videos of Silent Hill by himself. For 2.5 years, he lived in the development team's office as he had to render the scenes using the computers of other staff members when they weren't around after work. You just have to admire someone like that believes in themselves and sticks to their guns because they believe in their abilities. Akira Yamaoka is responsible for the game's iconic soundtrack. It's hard to imagine the game being as scary without his music. It's the cherry on top of an already uncomfortable setting. Even to this day, I still get a chill down my spine when I hear the opening of the Silent Hill theme. Other members of Team Silent would go on to direct other entries in the Silent Hill franchise, and also join Kojima Productions and Nintendo. If you didn't know, you play as Harry, who wakes up from a car crash to find that his daughter is missing, so he heads into Silent Hill to find her. From the get-go, you can tell something is wrong with this town. I would have simply turned around and tried to leave, but not Harry fucking Mason. He gets on with the business of finding his daughter, and on the way, some weird shit goes down. In Europe and Japan, Mumblers, the first enemy you meet in the game, had their appearance changed from their American version. In the American version, they are called Grey Children. They were changed because censors felt they looked too much like real children. Now, I don't know what kind of children these censors have seen before, but it wasn't any child that I've ever seen. If children looked like that, no one would have them. These enemies are believed to be a representation of the bullies that tormented Alessa when she was a child. Of course, dogs, known as groaners in Silent Hill, make an appearance. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Why are dogs such dickheads in video games? It's rare that they help you in a game. We have to put up with these annoying enemies in Silent Hill because Alessa was afraid of dogs. Rompers, or quick slots as I believe they should be called, are supposed to be the adults that Alessa is afraid of. These guys are quick and can knock you on your arse before you know it. We have to put up with a lot of shit in these games because of Alessa's fears, don't we? As for my own personal most feared enemy, the Puppet Nurse. I have no idea why, but these just freaked me out. Maybe it's because they don't look like the monsters we've been dealing with in this game. Up until this, everything has been grotesque and I kinda grew used to it. Now, they do have a parasite stuck to their back, so they aren't totally normal looking. The parasite resembles the cult's control over the nurses that helped to keep Alessa alive. The Incubus is the final boss if you complete the tasks required to get the good endings. Something I only found out after I completed the game. If you use up all your ammunition before you start the boss fight, you automatically win. All you have to do is to try to fire each of your empty guns. There's been rumours of a new Silent Hill being in development, including a remake of Silent Hill 2 being done by Bloober Team. But until Konami pull their heads out of their arses and remember that they are a video game developer, I don't see it happening anytime soon. I mean, they fucked up a new Silent Hill with Kojima, Del Toro and Norman Reedus. How does anyone manage that? I hope I'm wrong about this. I would love a chance to play some new Silent Hill games, even remakes, and I'm sure a lot of other people would too. Just look at how successful the Resident Evil remakes have been. Konami has to be taking notice of this. A film based on the game came out in 2006. It was okay and had some really cool visuals in it. It's worth a watch if you like the series. It took parts from a few of the games and put them into one story. And spoiler alert here, for a film that's over 15 years old, it's one of the few times Sean Bean doesn't die in a movie. Crazy, right? Almost as crazy as Silent Hill itself. Anyway, there you have it. Just a few interesting things about a game we all love. Thanks for making it this far into the video. I hope you found some enjoyment in this, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. And do leave a comment to tell us about your memories of the game. And while you're at it, be sure to give me a follow on Twitch, where you might even see Bane of all people playing these games.
Hey, go fuck me! This wasn't here before. Shit! Fuck you! I broke Batman, I can break you! Ah! Get up! Fucking run! You fucking animal, I thought I'd kill you! Kick you! Take it back, you cunt! Kick you too, I'm a cunt.
Thanks for watching. Good luck.